Okay, good people, we are now going to try and create a ocean scene in Blender. So let's go ahead here and open up Blender. And then what I wanted to show you guys is you don't need to create any of this stuff from scratch. So there's so many websites out there that help and assist with there's so many free 3D models out there that you can use. So let's go ahead and get some assets to create our 3D scene. So this website I like to use is called cgtrader.com and TurboSquid. So they have thousands and thousands of free 3D models that you can use. So let's go here first, CG Trader, and we'll search, I don't know, ocean. Let's go search ocean, see what comes up. We want some rocks, some ocean plants. Okay, just click here on, after you search, click there on free. And then just give it a second. If it doesn't work, there we go. If it doesn't work, just unclick it and click it again. So yeah, we want some ocean plants, some rocks, some shells, all these different types of things. So we'll just go ahead and collect a bunch of random ocean things that we can use to create our 3D scene. So get some shells, some random ocean kelp and plants. Now, one thing that I also wanted to show you is you need to check what file format these come in, because they won't always come in the right file format depending on the software that you're using. So we'll just open a bunch of random ones and then we'll obviously check what file format they're in. So I think we've got a bunch of nice things. Ooh, a whale. Yeah, why not? Alright, so let's go up here to our new tab and see. Alright, cool, we've got some coral. So yeah, let's go click on free download. Let's have a look. And now it's gonna take a few moments, and then you need to select what file format you want it in. And like I said, not all of these models come in the right file format. So I'm using Blender, and in Blender, if you go to File, Import, these are all the file formats that Blender can read. And what I usually use is FBX files, OBJ, or Blender files, which you would append. So let's go back there. Alright, so this one is a OBJ file, which is perfect. We're going to click download, and it's going to drop it into our downloads folder. Let's move on to the next one. Here are some shells. Now, first of all, let me just say, if you do want high-res models and fantastic, like movie quality 3D models, this would be a great site to subscribe. And obviously you would pay a fee and then you can download these models. But I mean, look at the detail on these things. Unbelievable. Okay. But for our scene, we don't need super high-res stuff. So let's go, yes, we do want the shells. Give it a few seconds to load. Going to this one. Just going to click on them so it can basically prep our downloads. Really cool shark. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? A little fish, free download, and a whale. I don't know if we'll use it, but yeah, why not? Cool. So now we've got FBX, OBJs, and all these different things. So let's go for the OBJ, and we also want to download the textures for this. So just click there and there. Give it a moment. Cool. On to our next one. Yes, we want our OBJ file and our textures file. Next, some Kelp. So now I can't really see here what these are because it's in a zip file, but let's go ahead and download it anyway and we can just have a look. Yes, our shark is a OBJ and we obviously have our textures file. Just go and download that. Get some fish. We got a OBJ file and I assume that's the textures file. Doesn't always say, but let's just download it to be safe and we can check later. Now that we've got some ocean life, we need some rocks to fill out our ocean. So what I'm going to do is just click there and type rocks, click search, click on free, let it just give it a moment to load. Doesn't always. If it doesn't load, just unclick and click it again. There we go. Alright. And we want some really cool rocks. So let's open that. This could be cool. It's like a wall face. So let's click on that. And let's see what we have here. We've got this big rock. And we've got this one. So we could possibly use this to set up our scene somehow. So let's just maybe we'll need just one more. We've got these rocks. Let's have a look here. And this could look cool underwater. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Let's maybe keep looking. Oh, that's nice. That's cool as well. I don't want that. And then these are a bunch of different rock types. What was this? I mean, this could be come in handy because you've got quite a bunch of different rocks here. So yeah, let's go ahead and download that. And no, we want this one as well. Okay. Give it a few moments. Oh, that's cool. It's a procedural texture. Looks like lava rock. It's so cool. Okay, we're gonna go. Still loading. Here we go. It's a zip file. Hopefully they have the right format. And go back here. Yes, FBX file, and that's probably the texture, I'm assuming. So let's just download it anyway, just to be sure. Now, like I said, I've never created a underwater scene, but I have an idea of how to do it from watching other videos and also, you know, watching these film commentaries and visual effects breakdowns online. So okay, I think we've got enough to work with. So let's just minimize that window and oh, actually, let's just go collect all of our downloads. Just take all of these. I want to cut that, then go create a new folder, Blender projects. Let's go underwater ocean. Okay, then we want, let's go assets. Just paste that in there. Alright, cool. So we've got a bunch of different things in here, so it might get a little bit confusing. We might have to just clean it up a bit and put the right files in the right place. No idea what that is. What is that? One goes with that, then there's the same code. Let's just drop these in. Let's go shark. It's just better to keep these files organized when you are working with them, otherwise it's going to be such a big mess. Seashell. Select the seashell, drop it in there. Limpet, I don't know what that is. It's probably a fish or something, I don't know. That's got the same code, so just select those, drop it in there. Kelp. Alright, so we're gonna search Kelp. It's got 935. That one's on its own, looks like it. Okay, and I have no idea what this is. It's just a code. Let's open it up. Taylor sculpted. These are probably rocks. Materials. What is this? No, let's just open this one so we can see what this is. Ah, this is a fish. Okay, I'm just gonna call it fish. Fish. Drop that in there. We got some coral. Pop it in there. Then we got another rock and a cliff. So let's say rock. And we got a cliff face. Okay, now that we've got some sort of order here, let's go back to Blender and then start building out our scene. We're going to delete the cube, we don't need that. Just change this to cycles, GPU compute. Just check that it is rendering on the graphics card there. Okay, cool. Let's go. Okay, I need to check what file format this rock face is. So let's go to the cliff. This seems to be a, gosh, I don't know, what is that, OBJ file? Let's just check. FBX. That's a FBX file, so let's go file, import FBX, navigate to the ocean. What do we call it? Underwater ocean. Oh, that doesn't work. I'm typing underwater, but it's not actually going. Okay, fine. Let's just go look for it. There we go. Assets, cliff face, FBX file, import. And alright, that's very low quality, but I don't think it matters because hopefully the textures will make up for. I don't know. It looks terrible. Let's go here. Just extract these files. Delete that, we don't need that. What's in here? This could be a higher res version. Let's see what this is. Properties. This is also FBX. Let's try this one because I don't know. This is very low quality. Let's go file, import FBX. Go in there and take this one. It's not much better, is it? Alright, it doesn't matter. Just move that over there. That's crap, eh? But it's alright. It's crap, but it's alright. It's got a shading. Throw some. Oh, it's already got textures. Oh, it doesn't look bad, eh? Yeah, see, guys, look at this. Look at this. Fancy, fancy, eh? Let's go to render view. I mean, it's not gonna look great because we don't have a lot of lighting in our scene, but it's fine. Let's just quickly move our lights around. I don't even know how to light an underwater scene, guys. We're gonna figure this out together. We're gonna figure this out together. Oh, it looks great, man. I mean, close up, not for close-ups, but at least from, you know, that would sell. I mean, that looks legit. Alright, cool. Let's go back to layout. Now we're gonna need some sort of surface area. So, gosh, how are we gonna? I don't know. Should we put like some sort of sandy material, some like a sand bottom thing? I don't know. Yeah, let's try that. Let's just create a plane, scale that up. You just want to move that over a bit, and then what we're gonna do is go to edit and add some subdivisions, just a couple of random ass subdivisions. And then what we want to do is add a displacement modifier. Say new texture, go to textures and change this to, I think it's Musgrave. No, it's not Musgrave, it's marble. Hell no. Noise. Just go through these ones until you find the right one. I want something that looks like damn. Let's go shade smooth, and this is obviously too strong. Bring down the strength a little, just a tad, mate, just a tad bit, just so we get some sort of, ooh, that's still too much, just a little bit of a ripple floor. I mean, it's not perfect, eh, but it's fine. Let's just adjust it a little bit more. I actually want to adjust the scale of this, because why can't I adjust the scale? Really? Rings, man, noise rings. No, man, you should be able to adjust the scale on this. Okay, well, apparently for some reason it's not allowing me to do that. But I mean, we've got some. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, let's oh no, I don't know. Let's delete this. You know, let's delete that. Then go to mesh, landscape. Scale it up, scale it down. So now we've got a little bit of a more detailed landscape. So yeah, there we go. We'll just go with that for now, and then we'll hoist some sand texture on there when we're ready. Let's save this so we don't, you know, you never know, your program could bomb out and then you lose all your progress. You don't want that. Let's go to underwater ocean. Here we go. Just underwater ocean. Save. Cool, man. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Let me just adjust my seating because my legs are dying. Oh, I'll get in there. All right. Okay. Woo. Okay, cool. Now we've got, I mean, we can sort out the texturing later. Let's just get all the models in here, build our scene out, and then we can worry about the rest of it later. So, okay, what we want to bring in now is those rocks. Extract this file. You want to delete that. You don't want all these zip files. Rock, let's go. Ooh, that's a Blender file. Oh, I like. Alright, let's go file, append. Then we're gonna go, where was I? Where did I go? Assets. We're gonna go to rocks, rock, Blender file, append. Drop that into my objects file, selected, and then we have a big ass rock. That's not what I thought, you know. It's already got a texture on there. That's a very strange looking rock. I don't know what to do with this one. Just move it around. Yeah, I don't know. We've got to set up our camera at some point. So maybe we'll do like something like, let's just go into the camera view quickly. Oh, well, that's not bad. But you're not gonna see the depth, the deep points of the ocean. So I don't know. So let's go to camera view. I want to set this lock camera view so you can just maneuver it around. I mean, that's, yeah, that's cool for now. Let's just untick that. Just render that out quickly just to see. It's not terrible. What we're gonna do is we'll put some depth of field, so this really bad looking, you know, texture here will kind of be blurred out anyway. So if you, let me show you, go to camera and say depth of field. See, so now it's got a bit of blurring here. We can change the f-stop even lower. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's cool. I think that's cool. Just render that out quickly just to have a look. See? Oh yeah, that looks good, mate. That looks great. Look at that. Oh, getting all realistic on me. Oh, that's fine, but where's the rest of our rocks here? What is this? What file is this? Let's see here. This is a FBX file. Okay, so let's go file, import FBX. Go back to rocks, rock. Oh, that's exactly the same rock we just had. What? That's not. What is this? No, okay, we don't. I thought there were more than one rock. I thought there was more than one rock. Sorry, mate. All right. I don't know. Let's go. Just duplicate. It's fine then. I want to actually at this point split my view, go into my camera so we can actually see how we're composing this. So let's go, just scale it down, move it up a bit, give it a bit of a rotation. I don't know, just build out the scene. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make it more visually intriguing. You know what we can do, guys? Oh my gosh, I just had the best idea. Let's duplicate this. We'll rotate this around here. Ooh, yes, now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is getting interesting now. This is what I'm talking about. You want to create this chasm vibe. Actually, that rock we can say goodbye. I mean, this looks pretty cool because now we can tell a little story, a little visual story. We're gonna have some shells over here. We'll have some ocean plants, and then maybe the shark in the distance looking all creepy, and then we'll have our fish here at this area. So this is looking pretty cool. Okay, I like that. I like it, guys. We're getting somewhere. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, let's go back. Assets. Gosh, what's next? Let's populate. Yeah, let's put some coral in there. What is this? OBJ file. I'm assuming it's an OBJ file, and it is. I was correct. Okay, let's go back. File, import OBJ. Assets, coral, OBJ. Just give it a moment. Might have a lot of polygon counts. So yeah, it could be a large file. Sometimes it just takes a few moments to import, but then you just gotta be patient. Alright, holy moly, that took a long time. Where is our... Holy mother, okay, there it is. That is very large coral, and it's very detailed. Set origin. Why can't I set my origin? Set origin to geometry. Let's over there, scale it down, bring it up, scale it down. Alright, let's get in there. Yo, that is one detailed coral, guys. Like, that is no joke. But we want tiny little coral. Go click this. We're just gonna place this coral manually. I'm not gonna go and, you know, we'll just see where it looks best visually. Rotate it a bit. I mean, it looks great. What is the other Alt D. Yeah, there we go. Let's create some visual interest here. Let's rotate this. Say like, oh yeah, look, it's coral growing out there, out of the rock, mate. That's fantastic, eh? That's so interesting there. Oh, we're gonna go to wireframe. See, look at all those subdivisions, guys. That's insane. Look at that. Anyway, let's go back there. Go to X-ray view. No, I don't like that. Anyway, gonna go to the top view. Just go G, scale it down. We want some smaller ones, some tiny little ones, some baby coral. Yeah, it's alright, moving out. A little smaller. Yeah, so we'll just put some random coral. I'm gonna do this all over, so check back in a bit, guys. Alright. Yo, I recorded all of it. Yo, I'm going to stop here. Start a new recording. Okay. A little bit more in focus. Let's change this. Maybe there. Pump that up a bit. Something like that. Okay. Cool. Now, sorry for that. Alright, what do we want next? Yeah, let's put in some kelp. Extract. Give it a moment. Giant kelp. Oh, and it's all just random images. That's lovely, 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 lovely. These are probably PNG files with a transparent background. Let's have a look. Oh, they are not. Wow, okay. How are we going to do this now? Oh, there we go. PNG file. What is this? Ambient occlusion file. Well, we don't need that. So what we're going to do is go File, Import, and then we say Image. Whoa, why can't we do that? Image is plain. Okay, fine. Let's go to Edit Preferences. We go to Add-ons, and then we say Image. Activate Import and Export Images as planes. Then we go back. Let's just save. Import images as planes. We go to Assets. We go to Kelp. Cool. Let's just go select a random one. Move that. And look at that. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Let's just view it. Mark that. Let's view it there. We got a piece of kelp here, and what we want to do now is go edit. We're gonna add some this, add some loop cuts. Just add a few cuts. Doesn't have to be a lot. Then we go here, and what I'm going to do is just select maybe that. Let me go here and just rotate. Move that there. just add some kinkiness to it. Some kinky. Actually, let's go there. Let's just add some waviness to this kelp. And then you can go there and say shade smooth. That's what we want. There we go. Okay, now that we've got that, we'll just duplicate. We'll rotate on the Z. Okay. Yeah, just maneuver this a bit. We'll just create a bunch of these. Rotate, G. There we go. Take these two, duplicate, rotate Z. There we got a few random kelp thingies. And what you can do as well, you can say let's go object join. We add a subdivision surface modifier, just so it smooths it out nicely. Look at that beautiful piece of art right there. Okay, let's go back. Now we've got our kelp. Now we've got to go place our kelp somewhere in random places, and these would probably grow. You know what we're going to do actually is let's go click on that. No, actually we're not going to do that. Let's do this. Go side view, move this down, scale it down a bit, just give that a bit of a rotation. Well, I don't know if these just grow out the seafloor like randomly, like probably. Not sure. I haven't really studied the ocean surface as much as you would think. I think what would be cool is one really big one here in the foreground by the camera. Just give some nice depth to our scene. Give it a yeah, maybe smaller, and then just duplicate that again. Put some kelp over there. Right there, give it a bit of a rotation. Right there. Again, let's duplicate, put it there. Go into side view, rotate it, move it, scale it down. Some small kelp, because why not? Let's give it a little quick render and see what we have. That's me drinking my coffee, guys. Nice yummy coffee as I do this tutorial for you. You know, get the caffeine flowing. Okay, well, I mean it's getting there. I mean, it looks like a ocean sea floor, I think. Maybe I think what we'll do now is maybe we'll go and add some shells. We might have to add more kelp over there, but you know, we've got different kelps, we've got all these different kinds. Like, look at that, mate. Let's look at them. How beautiful, stunning ocean art. It looks like a crab leg. All different kinds of kelp here. Maybe we should use like this. I like that. I like that a lot. So maybe we can just drag and drop it in here. Let's go here, boom, and drop it. And that did not work. I thought it would work, but it didn't work, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is our little render. Obviously it needs some work. What we can do, let's see if we add a subdivision surface modifier to this rock. see if it gets a little bit more detailed. I mean, something happened, you know. I don't know if it actually makes a difference, if it will actually make a difference to this rock or not, but you can only try and see. No, it didn't really make a, you know, because the texture is still low res, so that wouldn't make a massive difference. So let's just remove that, not waste our time there. Okay, let's go file, import images plane, assets, we go to Kelp. Now we just got to see which one that was. So we like this one, and this is giant Kelp 20. Go to Kelp 20 PNG. Right, and then we're gonna just move that so we can see it, and then once again go into this view by pressing backslash, and then what you want to do again, once again, is go to, you add loop cuts, is just add a few extra loop cuts. It's quite a lot, but it's alright. Cool, go to side view, and then we're going to go to transparency view, vertice mode, and then what we're going to do here is just select a bunch of vertices and just like, you know, give it some flow. Let it flow, you know. You gotta let it flow. Flow. Yo. Yeah, that's probably fine, and then we'll just rotate it a bit. And what I'll do is I want set origin to 3D cursor. Alright, yeah, cool, that's fine. And then we're gonna say shade smooth, which is fine. And then yeah, look at that, we can once again just add a subdivision surface modifier, just give it some nice smoothness. And then I'm gonna go to my top view, duplicate, enter, rotate. Holy moly, that didn't work so well. Let's just change 3D cursor there, boom. Set origin to 3D cursor. The other one's, let's just delete that one, do it again, duplicate, rotate, more Kelpian, duplicate, rotate. So we've got some nice kelp. Probably need a little bit of diversity. A little bit of diversity. There we go, and we can just say object, join, and then what we're going to do is go back by pressing backslash again, and then alright, then we've got our other kelp here, so we can go just place that on the sea surface. There we go, the sea surface is a diversion. Go up, give it some randomness, some more randomness, scale, duplicate, rotate, scale, gee whiz, maybe there. And we're not going to animate all this stuff. Maybe in another video sometime we'll show you how to do animation and play around with that. So okay, I think we've got something now to work with. So what we are going to do now, let me think, let's go back here. What other objects do we have here? Coral, what is that? That's probably, I don't know. Let's extract this, and then we should be able to see what this is. Oh, it's like some sort of shell thingy. Huh, okay. That's probably a OBJ. Let me see. OBJ file. Okay, let's import that. Let's see what we can do with that. Go back there, go file, import OBJ file. Go back to that, import. These are like a clam or something, I don't know. GZ. I know what these things are. They grow on the side of the rocks, man. Yes, add some realism. Always remember to save your file, guys. You don't want an incident. I'm just going to move that out of view. And what we're going to go do now is just go into this view. And we want to go to weight paint. And we're going to just paint in where we want to distribute that little shell. And how much of it. So just bring the strength and the weight down. And the radius. And we're just going to go paint in some randomness on this rock here. Maybe there, maybe smaller radius, just like some random things. Maybe bring up the weight and the strength a bit, just some, you know, add in some more randomness here and there. Object, boom. Okay, exit that. So now we're gonna click on that, and we're going to go down to what is this is called the particle properties. We're going to add, we say hair. We want to add some hair to our rock because nothing better than a hairy rock. And then we're going to go down to render, and we want to render this as an object. And then the magic, we're going to select that. Wow, guys, look how cool that is, mate. That looks so realistic. And then what you want to do, I'm going to go down to scale. And I mean, those are obviously way too big. And we add some randomness because they will obviously all have grown at different rates. So it won't all be the same size. Alright, and then now, this is the reason we painted the weight paint. So we're going to go down to vertex groups, density, and select the group. That's what we were painting. The length, we're just going to use the density part, so it distributes nicely where we painted. So now you can obviously increase the amount of these guys however you want, but you know that's obviously going to affect your render times and your speeds. But we don't need that many. We'll just go down to 1000, which is alright. Let's render that just quickly, just have a look. And I mean, that's starting to look interesting. We still need to add some sort of texture or color to our coral here. But I mean, look at that, guys. We've got a little shells on the rock there. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think when we start adding some water and some atmospheric perspective and some floating particles and our fish, it's gonna start looking like an ocean floor, I think. Alright, so don't forget to save. Now we probably have to do that on the same side. Now the best way to do this is I'm just going to duplicate this bad boy, rotate it like that. Okay, scale it down and then move it into place with the other one and try and match the position. And then on the other one I'm just going to delete it because then it's done. We don't have to go and paint the weights again and stuff. So it's looking pretty cool. Maybe we'll animate our camera moving through here, which would look pretty cool. Just save that. Alright. Now, what is the next thing? Let's go back here. We've got our texture. I think it's got a texture on. Let's just have a look. Let's have a look-see. Will we have a look-see? I don't see a texture. This not right. Alright, we got a texture this bad boy, eh? Let's do that. Let's go to shading properties. let's just go to these bad boys here, and I mean, it says it's got it on, but I honestly don't see it. So let's go back there. We're gonna go to limpet texture. Undo that immediately. That was not clever. So obviously we have to click on that, and then we go here. You see, yeah, it's not. We actually don't have the texture applied to this little shell. So no wonder it just looks like very untextured and plain. I'm gonna go back there. Just you can just drag and drop it. Boom, and connect color to base color. Wow, guys, look at that. Looks amazing. Maybe pop that into the roughness. I mean, that's, yeah, that looks good. That looks fantastic, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, we need to add some color to our kelp. So I don't know, what kind of color kelp do you get? Red, green, white, I don't know. Yellow, green, blue. Guys, I don't actually know what kind of color coral is. Let's go search it. Coral. Let's go ocean coral. And then go to images, and let's just have a look. See here at the different colors. It's like a orangey color. All right, let's just go with that. Let's go with the orangey. Nice dark. Ooh, that's very dark. Is that fine? Yeah, I guess that's all right. Yeah, whatever. That looks fine. Oh, and then our ocean surface needs a surface color. So we need a nice sandy color. Nice ocean sandy. I mean, I think that's alright, but you know, that's not very realistic. Let's just go. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's add a texture to this. So we're just gonna go randomly. I don't know. Let's go, guys. Let's go to freepick.com. This site's really cool if you want some free stuff. We're gonna go sand texture. Oh goodness, yes, I want to continue. Thank you. Ocean texture. Oh my word, that's frustrating. One more time. Ocean texture. Ocean texture. Oh yeah. Actually, ocean sand. Oops. Now that's what I'm talking about, guys. This is the stuff. This is the stuff that we want. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just look through these different ones. Oh goodness. Okay. So many to choose from. I like that one. Let's go. Yeah, that looks good. Let's just download that. Free download. Thank you very much. Artist is very hungry. Hey, remember you have to attribute this person. This person created it, guys, just so you know. They're from Thailand at Tirachard, something like that. Yeah, go follow him and download his stuff because he's awesome for giving us this texture. Okay, cool. Now let's go to downloads. We've got our ocean surface. Go back here, go underwater ocean. It's got textures. Let's just add a texture. There, pop it in there. Alright, cool. Yeah, okay, so we've got that open. We're gonna just pull it in, drop it in there, base color, and nothing happened. Wow, it's amazing. Okay, I'll tell you now why nothing happened. This ocean floor is way too big for what we needed. Scale it down, move it, because we only need that part like that. Cool. Go back there. Well, I actually don't even need that much because the camera can't see that far. No. Okay, texture. So what you need to do is go to edit, UV, unwrap, and it's gonna place the texture there. Look at that, stunning. Change this to UV editor, and then you can see that the mesh overlaid on the texture there. But we want more, we want to see more of that texture, so we're gonna go just scale it up, see how it looks on the camera, and you know, I mean, yeah, doesn't look too bad. And what's even cooler is you can now go add a displacement modifier. Let's go displace, add a new texture, go to textures, open, go texture, add that same texture in there, and it's gonna look horrible, you know, for some reason. Oh gracious, that looks bad. Let's just go back here, then we go to UV, bring that way down. It's not really working, is it? I thought it would work. I mean, in the past it worked fine, so I don't know why it's not working now. Z. There you go. Oh, that's beautiful, mate. That's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Shaded smooth. Thank you. Shaded smooth. Shade that smooth. Let's go back here. Go back there. Give it a moment. Oh, that looks beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is go back there. Go to layout. Save, because you know you gotta do that. Do the saving. And what we'll do is we're just gonna literally like duplicate that and move it out. We're basically just extending the ocean floor. No one will know. It's our little secret. Right? Cool, guys. Alright. Now we've got our little ocean cavern here. We happy with that? Go back to that view. You know what? We don't need that view done. Okay. Now it's gonna get interesting. Let's add a shark. Let's add a shark and a fish. Now what did I do? Go back there. Go to assets. Oh guys, let me just have a sip of coffee. Ooh. Ah, my throat is so thirsty. Okay, now yeah, let's add a fish. And this right, we need to like extract all this crap here. Delete that. We don't want all this extra stuff. I don't know what the difference is here, guys. What? Let's see. This is a larger file. I don't know what that means. So let's just. I think it's an OBJ file. So let's go file. File import. Nah. Import. OBJ. Go back to fish. Fish. No idea which one is the correct one. So let's just choose anything. There's a fish. Move it up into our view so we can actually see the fish. Oh, guys, I got a fishy in our scene. It's so cool. Let's go to this view so we can actually see. It's a fish, mate. Look at that. Something looks wrong here. Why do we have multiple fish? What in the heck is going on here? I think these are different resolution fish, so we want the best of the best, which is this one. It's a fishy. Woohoo, we got a fishy. Oh my gosh. Alright, cool. This is really, really cool. See what you can do with free textures and free files. You know, you don't need all these fancy things. We're gonna have to go to shading, add some shaders to this fish here. Let's go back here and have a look. Okay, so let's go back. That's his model. Material. Holy moly. Okay, that's fine. Let's just start. Let's add the base color. That's obviously the base color of the fish. Oh wow, guys, look at that. Disconnected, reconnected, boom, just like that. Let's add some more textures here. So we've got our metallic. Ooh, metallic, yes, because you know some fish, the scales are metallic looking. Nothing happened. I don't see anything happen. It's probably because we need to be in this view. No idea what happened, but let's keep going. Add the roughness. Yeah, that's what we want. We want some roughness. Okay, something's happening. And then we have a bump map and a normal map. So I mean, you don't really need the bump map, to be honest, because you're not going to see that close up. We add a normal map node, put the color into the color and the normal into the normal, and then we've got some bumpiness, which looks horrible. So let's just bring that down a tad. I don't even know if that makes a difference, guys. Let's do this. Let's go that. We got an ocean fish. It looks like a salmon. I hope it's not a salmon, because it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back to layout. Now we've got a fish with some texture. Oh gosh, look at that. Here, fishy. Where are we gonna place this, guys? We need some fish, you know. Let's just add like a school of fish. That'd be cool. Let's go to this view. Let's go duplicate, scale, duplicate, scale, duplicate, scale. Move that up a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Duplicate. You know, because fish, they swim all in the same direction always. Like, this is what they do. This is what fish do, you know. They're always following each other around. Quick render, just to see what we have. Oh, guys, look at that. It looks so cool. Let's just give it a moment to render. Okay, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Quickly go into compositing. I just want to add this in here. Use nodes, move that away. Say we add the viewer node because we want to see what we're doing. Boom. And then we want to say denoise. No, that's not what we want. We want the denoise, and pop that in there and put that into the composite node as well. And that'll just remove the noise out of the picture. So yeah, so we have a less grainy, noisy image. Alright, cool. So let's go back here, go to layouts. What I want to do is just remove. We can actually go to film and say transparent, and then you'll have a transparent background. So if you render this out, you can place an image of the ocean in there yourself. Now I've noticed as well that this fish is swimming inside of the sand, which is strange. His fins are in the sand, so we're gonna just shift him up. Booyah. And then it looks a little strange that they're also uniformly swimming, so I'm just gonna give them some random rotations just so it looks a little bit more legit. Right, save it out. Now it's time to bring in the shark. Let's bring in the shark. Oh, we've got a shark here, mate. We've got a shark. There you go. Extract the textures. That's an OBJ file, so go file, import OBJ. Go back, shark, OBJ. Oh my gosh, we've got a giant shark. Scale it down. It's too big. This is like a megalodon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like this. Me likey. Shade smooth, because why not? Nobody wants a cube shark. Looks pretty good. We can actually go and add in a subdivision surface modifier, and then just add that up, and that'll smooth it out a bit more. Well, I did something wrong. Gosh, what did I add this to now? I added a subdivision surface to something that I have no idea. Probably that bloody fish. Let's just go down. Look at the different fishies. There it is. I don't want it there, stupid. I want it on my shark. Alright, so go back. Subdivision. Yes, a nice smooth shark. Does it have a texture on it? Let's have a look-see. No, it does not. So we got a shading. Same thing as every night, Pinky. Try and take over the world. We're gonna go here. Go back there, go to textures. And then we've got all this stuff, which I have no idea what's going on here. What is this? I don't know, hopefully my Blender file will read this. I don't know what's going on. Ooh! Now that's cool. That's the eye and the teeth. N, I have no idea what N means. So, gosh. Okay, let's go back. Let's click on the eyeball. I can't click on the eye. Why? Why can't I click on the eye? Why can't I click on the eye? Let's go to eye. There we go. Okay. Bring in the eye. I don't know why there's two. Honestly, it's the naming convention here doesn't make sense. Whoever created that. Base color. Very cool. Go to our teeth. Add in the teeth node or the teeth texture map. Plug it into the base color node. And there we have our little sharky. Alright. I mean, yeah. Let's pump up the... Oh, no, wait. No. Pump up the metallic. Bring down the roughness. No, we don't want a smooth, shiny shark. We want a realistic looking shark. It's fine. Go back to layout. Now we gotta place this shark somewhere where it will look creepy and cool at the same time. Okay, let's go select all of our fishies. I think, where are our fish? Why can't I see my fish? Oh, there they are. Select them all. Go there. And we're gonna just move them around so we can better see the shark. Maybe the shark's too big, it's going out of camera view. Bring it in there. Tailor. Let's bring our fish closer. I don't know if this is creepy enough. Maybe we should add a fish close to camera. Let's go duplicate that bad boy and have this be swimming in a different direction. Let's put him there and move him into view and go GZ, not JZ, GZ. Alright, cool, we've got something happening. And then for even more realism, and now this is going to probably slow down the computer quite a bit. I just want to extend this out, give it a bit of a rotation there, extend the background, and then actually move the shark there. That is one huge shark, it's probably way too big. Let's just bring it down tad. Bring it down a tadpole. Cool, alright, it's fine. Save. Alright, now it's gonna get fun. Now we need to add in our, we need to make this look like an ocean. So, how do we do that? Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you how we do this, because I don't know how to do this. But we'll find out how to do this. Let's go here, and let's say, okay, let's get creative, guys. What do we want? We want, who knows what we want? I don't even know what we want. Let's use that. Let's download this. See what we can do with this. Okay, go to downloads, get our image, background sea water. Okay, that's wunderbar, guys, it's wunderbar. We're gonna go here, go to textures, pop it in there. Then what we're gonna do is, let's delete this light. Okay, then we're gonna go import. Let's just go import image as plain. Go to textures, go to our ocean background, scale it up. Right, and then give it a rotation around a 90-degree rotation. You know, I should have just done this because it's much easier. Put that to 0. Move that up. So I don't know if you guys know this, but you can make this image emit light. So let's see how that looks. If we take this water texture, I'm going to go to shading, go to our camera view, just zoom out because yeah, it's too much. Alright, now what we want to do is we're going to disconnect this, take that away, then we're going to go emission texture. Gonna pump that into the color and the color into the emission into the surface. Now look at this. Hey, that is now emitting light. It's taking that image, changing it into light information and emitting it down. Now look how cool this reflection is. We've got nice water reflection up there and some nice reflection down there. So I mean, that's alright. I mean, it's not bad, but what we should do maybe is add a translucent BSDF. So let's go, I don't know, I've never done this, so let's go translucent, and that looks horrible, nothing's happening. So we're gonna just undo that, maybe bring this down. Oh, well, I guess that kind of does something. That's not too bad actually. But what we can do to make this a little bit more realistic is add in, maybe we should move this up, like out of view of the camera, not that. Move this up out of the view of the camera, like that. And then we're gonna add in a cube. Okay, and we're gonna scale this up like that. And then we're gonna go to shading, go a new texture to the cube, and we want to add in a principled volume. We're gonna drop that onto volume, bring the density down, because water has atmospheric perspective. So look at this, it's already looking quite realistic. So now this is where you want the perspective to be. So in front of the camera or way back. So I'm thinking let's change that to like a blue. Whoa, that's a little much. Maybe like a turquoise. Okay, bring the density just up slightly. Cool, alright, we got some sort of scene going here. It's getting there. I wonder if we had to move down this plane now, what it would look like. Let's have a look-see. Obviously it's emitting light everywhere, so it looks quite harsh. I don't know if it's, I'm liking that, so let's just move it out of view. And okay, so let's render this out, see what it looks like. Might look like crap, but and then we can go in and add some particles to our scene to have a look. So I'm just gonna go click there and render this and see what it looks like. Let's give it a few moments. Might take a few minutes to render. Alright, so now we've rendered this out. I'm gonna go and save it, create a new folder in there called render. Alright, and then we're gonna go RGBA 16-bit color depth and no compression PNG, and we're gonna call this ocean, oh it's underwater ocean render. Okay, save that. Now I'm going to show you something really cool. if you guys want to try and do Photoshop art, or you know, create really cool quick scenes, I'm going to show you an example of how to do that. So now we've rendered that out, we can close Blender, go to Photoshop, and now we can open up our render in Photoshop if you have Photoshop. So this is actually what Beeple does. I don't know if you guys have heard of Beeple, that digital artist that made like 69 million in just in one day. He composes shots in 3D, renders them out quickly, and then puts them in Photoshop, and then just really adds in some prettiness to make it pretty. So what I'm gonna do is look for an image. Let's say underwater ocean. And now look at all these beautiful images that you get on FreePic. Very, very nice. Now I'm not sure at what point or what image I want. So many good ones to choose from. Obviously these ones with the crowns are for the premium, which you need an account to pay for. So what are we going to use? We just need some sort of background, so I'm just going to use that one. Quick download, free download, and remember to, you know, give the artist their due. I don't actually know which artist did this image. Where is this artist? I don't know. Let's go exit. Let's see. This was done. It doesn't say. Strange. Okay. Well, just go look for this image and you'll see which artist did it. Anyway, cool. Let's go back to Photoshop. I'm going to duplicate this layer. And then I'm going to go find the image that I downloaded. Just quickly drop it in here to Photoshop. Now remember, I made my render transparent, so I can put this image behind it as a backdrop. We want more detail, so I'm just going to scale it like that. And obviously the deeper you go, the darker it gets. So you're going to go to image adjustments. We can go to exposure, bring the exposure down, play with the offset, just get a nice dark blue vibe from the ocean, something like that. And then what you can also do, I'm going to show you guys how to give this image something that's going to make it pop. So move this there. I'm just going to quickly scale this image up and then play with the blending modes and see what we get. Let's just quickly like run through these blending modes and see what we can do. So let's go up, and I think one of these options were pretty cool. It's like lighten option. So what we can do is actually move this up. I'm going to add a mask to it, and then I'm going to invert the mask. I'm gonna go with the brush tool, nice soft brush, bring the opacity down a bit to like 50 something percent, same there. Then I'm just gonna slowly paint back in some of these details of that. Not all of it, just a little bit of, so it looks like there's light coming through from the top there. And then just to remove some, if there's too much, you don't want too much, just a little bit of something. Invert that, paint it back in there. Add maybe some details here on the sides, just a little bit of like light rays, get that like light ray vibe, which is pretty cool. I mean, look at that. Yo guys, I mean, that is just really cool. How cool is that? you know, because the ocean makes these light rays, so that's pretty cool. I mean, don't overdo it. Obviously I'm overdoing it here, so I'm just gonna give a few light rays, a few beams of light. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Okay, don't want to overdo it. Cool. There's our shark. I mean, it's kind of hard to see him, to be honest, so maybe we should just remove some of that. Just a little bit. Cool. Now what we can do is we can also add some particles. Now for this, I usually just Google particles, go to images, and then, I mean, you can choose from so many different options here. But once again, you know, they're not going to be high res unless you probably go and download them or pay for them or whatever. So yeah, I mean, look, you can just literally go and copy that and go back here, paste it in there, and then scale it down. We want to add some particles because particles will give that real effect. So now we're going to just adjust the blending mode again. Oh, look at that. Screen mode is probably, I don't know, linear dodge is pretty cool as well. I'm going to go to screen mode. And now look at this. Actually, this image, there's a line there that we need to remove. So we're going to go there, go to brush, and then just paint out that line there because that looks stupid. Okay. What we can do now is go to our image here, and our image, this image needs some depth and texture. It's way too light there. I mean, a shark's getting, so I just clicked on the image and pressed Control Shift A, and it brings up the camera raw filter. Now from here we can adjust some things here. Bump the contrast because, you know, deep down in the ocean it's going to be dark. Adjust the shadows, bring up the whites a bit, maybe pump up the texture, maybe exposure just a little bit higher, maybe some vibrance, some clarity, not too much because we're still going to adjust this still at a later stage. So yeah, look at that. Okay, now this is starting to look like something. What we want is we want some darkness here in the foreground. It's a little bit too light, so let's maybe just go up there. Let's go to brush. I'm gonna select a really dark blue, almost black. Set this to multiply, and then just take my brush, and then I'm just gonna adjust. For some reason it's not adjusting my brush size. Whoa, that's way too big. It's massive. Alright, and then I'm just gonna like paint in some darkness because on the sides here you gotta remember we've got this cavern thing, so closer to the camera there's gonna be some darkness, you know, and it looks spooky. All we can see is the shark coming for us. I mean, look at that, you know, that scary looking shark coming to eat you. And then maybe let's duplicate that, set it on top of that, and then just play with the adjustment layers, see what we get. I just want the shark to pop a bit more. It's really just disappearing. I don't know if that's doing anything. Yeah, that shark is just, it's getting lost back there. I don't know what to do. Maybe go there. Then I'll add a mask. And then I'll just maybe slightly paint it back in. Look at that. Look at that. Paint our shark back slowly but surely. I don't know where the other fin is, somewhere over there. Kind of looks strange. I guess what we could always render it out and then adjust it. This might be a, this might be a little bit dark. And where's our particles? I think that was that, and then we have the particles, which actually we can. What you can do is you can now duplicate your particle layer. Sorry, let me just see if I'm still recording. Okay, duplicate your particle layer, scale it down, add some detail to your fish swimming around. Let's go transform horizontal, and then once again you can actually add a layer mask, and then hide it, and then invert, brush, and then paint some of that back in. So then I'm just going to slowly paint some details back here on the fish. Just makes it look like this fish is in motion, disturbing the water particles. And then like you can just duplicate that and just keep going wherever you want. Whichever works for you guys. Whatever works, whatever floats your boat. Maybe if we adjust the exposure, maybe we can see the shark. Yeah, actually that's probably best, because you know, you could think there's maybe light coming through there and it's highlighting this rock face, and that is forming the shape of the shark. It looks a bit better actually, so I think we'll stick with that. And then yeah, you don't need to do too much. Then I'm going to go Control Shift Alt E. It's going to take all these layers, merge them, put it on top. Then we're going to go Control Shift A, and then this is where the magic happens. Now we're going to play with some filters here. Let's have a look. Let's say pump the exposure just a little bit, and then what I want to do is bring up the texture. I want to pump the clarity. You can play with the vibrance slider however you want. You can sharpen the image, but you can obviously see there's a lot of noise there, which we want to add our own noise, so we're not going to do that. And then you can come and play with color mixer. You can play with the different shades of color. So mostly in this image you'll find blues and magentas, and you can now adjust, make it more turquoise, make it more blue, however you want. Just play with those sliders. And then vignette I'm gonna bring up, so we just highlight the shark coming. And then the grain, we wanna, this image has some sort of grain in it already, but what we can do is just pump it up. It gives it that real cinematic quality. You see there, you got that nice cinema quality image. And then what you could do to make this a little bit more creepy is maybe go to the brush tool, set that to some sort of light color. Okay, set that to color dodge, see if this makes, bring that down a bit. I mean, let's make this brush, color dodge tool, and then look for the eyes. Maybe just give it a little bit of a little bit of something. So it looks like there's some light reflecting off his eye, which is quite creepy. Actually, if you think about it, the light would be reflecting off the top of him, so you could go paint in some light on the top of his dorsal fin there. Not too much, obviously, just paint in some light. I'm doing this with a mouse, it's not so easy, guys. Then obviously you would want to go and erase a bit of that. Whoa, that's too much. We're getting close. Let's erase some of that, not all of it. You do want some highlights on the top of him. All this you don't need, that's way too much. Take that out. Too much. Sorry for this video being so long, guys. I know it's like over an hour already, but I just really wanted to show you some techniques that you could use to create your own art using free models online. You don't always have to model your own stuff from scratch, and I bet you that Beeple doesn't do that. There's no way he does that. Cool, now we've got some sort of art here. Let's add some epic text, maybe say what are we gonna say? Shark snack. I don't know, honestly. I don't know, I just made up something random. Maybe just something funny like snack time. I like to play around with the text sometimes. It just gives it a bit of a cool vibe, and then obviously you can run through your different fonts, find something cool. And that's it, guys. That's your final image, rendered, you know, built in Blender 3D software, rendered it out, put it in Photoshop, added some nice little things to, you know, add some yumminess to the picture, and added some text, just played around with that, and that's it. That's your final image. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.